Hello everyone, Zah here, and I am back as awkward as ever to do another Minecraft Let's Play in my survival world. So it's been a while, I'll be completely honest with you. It's probably been about 3 to 4 weeks since I last recorded anything. I've had a fair few technical difficulties and annoying little things that have happened, but I have used this time to, figure out the ways to better my content and do some resource gathering and get a few things set up and have some plans for what I want to do for my series. And that's where we're starting off today, guys. We are in the mine that I finished digging out. I think one of my last episodes, if not the last episode, was of building the boat, which is here. There it is. Building this bad boy. I'm going to change it back to this. Okay, there we go. We built this in the last episode, I'm fairly certain. As I said, it's been a while. I don't really remember. And I started digging out the stairway to head down to the mine. The aim was to get to level 11 so I could then start mining for resources. So I made it down to level 11. First of all, I made it to this beautiful little platform here, where there were some little caves that were worth exploring, and then I kept going down because we needed to get a little bit further down. And I decided to start planning out what I might want to do for my mine. Now, a lot of, branch mines and all that sort of stuff, they're there for one purpose and one purpose only, to get as many resources as quickly as possible. However, everything that I want to do for my series, I want it to look nice. It's as simple as that. I want it to look really, really good. So yes, I do plan on branch mining. I do plan on gathering as many resources as I can, but I'm also making sure that I am setting my mine up in a way that is aesthetically pleasing. And this is what I've come up with so far. So I have done a little bit of branch mining off each way. Typically I do like a three space gap and then dig through the middle, because then you have each side. But for it to be that little bit nicer, I did have to go with a 5 wide space. I've done the same thing here for the walkway, so then I can put some extra details in. And I want to also make the roof look like we've pretty much blasted out a section to create a mine. In addition, I've found diamonds! Whoop, 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 whoop! And I haven't. And I mean, I have not yet mined any diamonds. I have been watching and looking at these bad boys for like the last 3 to 4 weeks, and I have not touched them because I wanted that to be an in-episode achievement that I get. And you know what? Let's do it. Let's get straight into it. Diamonds! Woo! Now I can finally get some decent tools. Oh! And also, this opens up to the underside as well. I've decided to also create a double branch mine. So we have also dug down straight to bedrock. And I have a second mine. So if you, this is where we started. This is where we fell down. And I've done a dual staircase to head down a further lower level down, and I plan on doing a branch mine in this section as well. That's just so we can just try to get as many resources as we absolutely can. But there we go, guys. We got diamonds! Yes! Yes! Okay, now what I want to do, first of all, make my first ever all of the other ones that I've ever had, I've never made. I've created them in creative mode. This is me making my first ever diamond pickaxe. I shouldn't be as excited as I am, but I am. I am. Look at me. Look at me. I got things. And I did it. I did it! Okay. So, that was the first objective of today's episode. And yes, I'm super excited to be here, guys. I always am. I am a little over the top. But I'm just, I'm so excited to be filming again. So one of the reasons that I wasn't able to do any filming was because I did not have a headset anymore. No more headset. I bought a brand new headset. Pretty much every single piece of my equipment at the moment is brand new because I haven't had a gaming computer in about 7 to 10 years, to be honest. And I needed to rebuild one from scratch. And I've spent a couple of $1,000s building something that would get me through right now. And that could also be potentially future-proof in the future. And everything has gone really, really well, except for the fact that my brand new headset just stopped working. I don't know why it stopped working. The brand that I had was the HyperX Revolver headset. Oh, I got people booping me. 1 second. So it's about that. Apparently, I've got friends. Who would have thought? Yeah, so the headset that I had was the HyperX Revolver. Absolutely amazing headset. However, for some reason, the extension cable stopped working. For what reason, I do not know. The headset worked fine, but the cable that it had to plug into was a bit of a problem. So I sent it back to the place that I bought it from. The brand themselves contacted me and were super helpful, but by the time that they had contacted me, I had to send it back to where I had bought it from. And they have a 3 to 4 week turnaround for warranty returns. Excellent. Anyway, so that's where I'm at currently. I have not been able to really do anything because the only set of headphones that I had are a pair of busted up monster somewhere. I had a pair of busted up Skull Candy headphones, which I'm currently wearing now. For the last 2 or 3 years, only one of the ears have worked. For some reason, both of them are working today, so here I am. I'm working with what I got, and hopefully it works out fine. Oh, but yes, I have plans. I have plans. My plans today are, first of all, not to die or have anything blow up. Yeah. No. It's all happening. I need a shield. Come here, you. Give me your... No! No! Ah! This is... I need armor. Oh my goodness. You need to die. And you, sir, you're out of control. Come here. Die. Oh my goodness. And you didn't even drop like a piece of your armor for me? My goodness. That was not what I needed right now. But anyway, back to what I was saying. My plan for today was to completely embrace the fact that now I have diamonds. So now I want to do all of the fun diamondy things like build an enchanting table, mine some obsidian, build a portal, all of that sort of fun stuff. Hopefully get like a really sick enchant. Not like I have the levels to do it or anything like that. You cheeky sod. What are you doing over there? Harassing my bum. Luna, my dog, is currently right outside my window chasing something, so if you can hear that, I do apologize. Get wrecked. So yeah, for the last 3 weeks, I have been grinding. as hard as I possibly can. I have been growing melons, I've been growing pumpkins, I've been making jack-o'-lanterns, I've been lighting up the island to try and get rid of all of the torches. I have been farming kelp, I've been making kelp blocks, I have been farming vines, I have been collecting eggs, I've made an egg farm. Not necessarily a chicken farm, I've made an egg farm for my automatic chicken cooking thing that I plan on making in the future. I have gathered wood and I have chopped down so many trees because for some reason I like have an expensive taste or something like that, and now that we have these new amazing blocks, the stripped logs, I just want to build absolutely everything out of them, and that's an expensive resource. So I have gathered as many as I possibly can. I have set out the plans for a build that I have created in creative mode. I have been farming sugarcane, I have been farming cactus, I have been doing as much grinding as I possibly can, so when it came time for me to be able to record again, I can just get in and I can just do it, and I'm so super excited. But I think what we'll do for the first, my goodness, I can't talk. As I said, it's going to be awkward, guys. I'm going to trip over my words. I was starting to get the hang of things by the 3rd episode last time, and now it's been about a month since I've recorded anything, so I'm going to talk not in the best English ever, and I'm just going to, you know, just bear with me. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to actually start setting up my resources for a build that I plan on doing right here. Right here. Just give me 1 second while I quickly run around and grab all of the other things. I'm going to put them there, but otherwise I'll lose them. I lose everything. Yeah, 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. I think I've gotten everything that I am going to need. It's going to be a lot of cobble, mossy cobbles, brick, fences, fences? Walls, slabs, stairs, andesite, gravel, all that sort of fun stuff to really just change up the texture. I've got some black wool for some extra details, but yeah, I think that's everything that I'm going to need to get started on this build. But to get started, I've just said that like 12 times now, but to actually get started, we're going to just use cobblestone just to get the shape in, and then we can add detail from there. So if it wasn't already given away by the title of this video, we are doing diamonds and skulls, bitches, and we're going to build a skull. Originally what I was planning on doing was building the skull over where these cows and sheep are currently tucked away. I was planning on digging out that little nook that is there and then putting the skull over there, but as I sort of ran past this little area more and more, in where that hole is originally was a natural waterfall that was here, and a little pool of water that was there as well. I've decided this would probably be the best place to put it. As I say, guys, this is going to be super awkward. I'm going to keep tripping over my words and missaying things, but bear with me. I'll get used to it. So yeah, what I'm planning on doing is building a skull where you enter into the mouth, and inside of the mountain is going to be the portal room into the nether. Originally I was planning on maybe putting the enchanting room in there, but I wanted somewhere like really neat and you know, mysterious for the portal room as well. I've actually got some pretty nifty ideas for that. Whether or not I can orchestrate them is a different thing. And then on top, I was thinking maybe what I can do for the enchanting is to build like a voodoo witch's hut or something like that. That way then like this whole area here is like, you know, the forbidden, mystical, supernatural, you know, part of the island where, you know, everyone would kind of stay away from, that kind of thing. But what I've done originally, before there was a pillar of dirt here, it was 9 high. I've just changed that out for cobblestone because that's what our starting building material is going to be. And we basically need an area that is 9 high and 9 wide. So this ended up like fitting in pretty amazingly without having to do any terraforming or anything like that. I did remove, there was like a 3 high thing that was here. Yeah, I think that's enough explaining myself. I think I might just get into it. And ta-da! Teeth. I may regret doing that later down the track, but we'll see. Yes, we're going to end up digging out that area, and that's going to be the entrance. Oh, see, I teeter-totter all the time between, like, is that too high? Oh, come back. Come back. I need you. Let's just build it. If I decide later that it's up too high, then that's a super easy fix. But what we're going to do is we're going to scaffold up. And we're going to try and do this as easily as possible. So we got the 3 random teeth, which are 1 space apart, and then we've got a total of 5 across. And what we're going to do then is we're going to knock that one out, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. This is going to be like the little nose hole, and then 1, 2, 3 there. And then we're going to go basically all the way across here and out 1 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is going to be like the eye hole thing. So we're going to leave this one blank, which we'll end up digging out and putting some black wool in there. But we want to go like 1, 1. So that's 3 across there. And then we want to pretty much go all the way across again. And we're going to do 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then up we go again. And then we're going to start bringing it in 1. So then it's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. Easy peasy. And then on the way back down, we just want to make sure that we're connecting up these bits here. That's it. And we should have a skull. Yes. That stone in the eyes makes it look like he's cross-eyed. Oh my gosh. So yes, that's where we're at. Now, do I want to bring this down 1? Really super good question. I think I do. I really think I do. I do. So give me 1 second. I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so call me crazy. I ended up deciding to see what it looked like with the bits of black wool in the nose and eyes and how I might want the mouth to go, and decided it was pretty much perfect where it was, because one of the things that I plan on doing is having it like that. Yeah, so that was actually perfect with it being up so high, because, well, the 1 block high, because I wanted to have that bottom bit in there to make it that little bit more creepy. So yeah, so I've grabbed all of the blocks. Essentially what I'm going to do is just start building on top of the frame that I had here, there's not really any pattern or anything like that that I'm going to go with. I'm just gonna pretty much just like go for it. Completely just randomize the blocks, change a little bit of the texture, all that sort of fun stuff. So I think I do want to put like something like that there, and sort of get some of the mossy in. Kind of like that, and then we can start doing things like getting my dirt that I really should just have here at all times. That would be amazing. Okay, so I don't know really, what do I want to use? I think I don't want to use too many walls and stuff like that, but we kind of need to get a bit of texture happening. Gravel, some slabs in. Actually, maybe I want to do that. So yeah, I think I might just, there's going to be a lot of me like umming and ahhing and thinking and all that sort of stuff, so I might just kind of like go for it, and then I'll come back in a second and show you kind of what I've done and where I've done it and maybe why I've done it. I don't know. There's not really going to be any reason as to why, but we just kind of want it to make it look as dinged up and as you know, old and whatever as possible. All right, give me a second. I can't think. I'll be back. Okay, I think the next thing we're going to do is to finish off sort of like the beautification of this area. So I want to, we're not really going to need these blocks anymore. Let's get rid of all of these. That big. Yeah, we'll probably need them actually. Gravel. Yes. Yes, I want this to look extremely overgrown and like it's been hidden away. Not many people know about it, that kind of thing. So, sun is about to set again. My goodness gracious me. Might just, you know, start hanging some bits and pieces. Good. Go over here and sleep because we really just don't want any baddies. And then I think also what we'll start doing is trying to plan out the that shovel go? Did it break? Must have. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yeah, what we want to start planning is the walkway as well. So I don't want it to be anything that's really neat. I don't want it to be anything that's heavily populated. It doesn't get used very often, but you can kind of get an idea of, you know, that there's been a path there and this is the way that you would go to get in. So I'm going to want to take out majority of this, I think. Yes. We'll probably start off with like gravel. Yes, gravel. I also have made some, oh, we could make some more. We'll start off with just a little bit, see how we go. As we get closer, we could maybe make it start to look like it, you know, all of this really should be here. That's it. We're just going to rough this up and try to make it look semi-decent, you know, because that's all we can really ask for. I don't want to go too crazy. I didn't bring the largest amount of gravel with me, but I think this should get us through with what we're wanting to achieve. That's it. We could also probably throw in like a few of these here and there. That's it. Cool. Yeah, I think that's starting to look really good. Let's take that out of there. Put that there. Awesome. That's a good starting point for the path. Cool. So good. That's good. I think what we'll do next is I do want to chuck some more leaves on it to look like kind of vines as well as the other vines hanging down. I think we'll quickly go and grab some saplings and start trying to hide this skeletor. Really just not wanting to put much thought into this whatsoever, just kind of spamming the area. I think the more that you try to plan it out, the more, like, you know, really placed it looks. So that's good. Now, what else do we want to do? We want to kind of hide everything that's going on here as well. So we'll disguise it with some trees. We also want to grab some of this bone meal, and we're just going to make this area look like really overgrown. We don't want any flowers. This tree, you need to grow, buddy. Worst possible tree that could have grown there, but we'll see. You know, we might need to sort of chop a few of them out, see what happens. Yeah, I hate that tree. I hate it! I think maybe what we might need to do is try doing it like that. And then replace the bottom part. Because we want to make sure that there's like a little bit of height, but we don't want them to be too tall, if that makes sense. So let's try it with this for now. Really don't want any flowers like right in this section here. Okay, let's see what happens with all of that. Okay, so our trees have grown and everything is starting to take shape. Like, this area is going to need definitely a little bit more TLC. This definitely needs to go. We need to finish that tree. But I think this is really starting to give an idea of how spooky and mysterious this area is going to be. So I think what we'll do is we'll end up putting like a lot more trees here. We'll start filling this out. You know, we'll make some custom trees. We just I kind of wanted to just throw in the just some generic trees just to sort of get an idea and maybe think about how I want this area to look. And I think what we'll do next time is we'll dig all of this out and start planning the I was going to say the enchanting room, no, the portal room, and then we can head into the nether. But yeah, I think we've done well today. It's been a lot of building. I've probably got enough stuff for 2 episodes, so stay tuned for the next one. I think I honestly am going to split it up into 2 eps, because while I've been doing all of the building and waiting for all of this area to grow, I have built the voodoo hut on top of the mountain as well. So stay tuned for the next episode for that one. At least I'll have another video up pretty quickly. I've definitely got enough there to do 2 videos, so yeah, definitely stay tuned for that. Other than that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode and you enjoyed the skull and me finally, for the first time ever, getting diamonds and making my first ever diamond pickaxe in survival. But other than that, guys, that's it from me. If you liked this video, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you liked anything, if you didn't like anything, any feedback, any suggestions, any ideas. Please feel free to leave them below. I would love to have a chat with you guys. I have a playlist with all of the previous episodes from when we started this island. This is only my 4th episode, so there's honestly not that much to watch, so please check that out if you do have the time. But other than that, I will leave you guys there. Have a fantastic day or night wherever you guys are, and hopefully I will see you in the next episode. Catch ya!